What's up, gang? So for Thursday's workout, we have a kind of recovery-minded workout, something that's going to get you moving and hopefully challenged for 20 straight minutes. But they're all much lower intensity or skill-oriented drills. So we'll have some box step-ups, some plank holds, some single unders, hanging, and then the focus of this video is going to be some single leg balancing. The idea here is we're going to be spending a minute doing each of these stations. And when you get to the single leg balance, I want you to do half the rounds on your right leg, the other half on your left leg. And the idea is to spend as much of that minute balancing on one leg as you can. A perfect score would be to make it through the entire workout where you get a full minute without falling, without breaking on each side as you go through the left and the right. I want to show you 4 variations that you can work on. They're progressively more challenging with the intention, like I said, of exposing you to some off-balance situations in the idea that given enough time, given enough practice, you're able to improve your balance, especially in this capacity. Could be one of these things where if you enjoy the challenge, just make it part of your regular routine or find something to balance on. If you give it a month of doing something balance-oriented like this or these drills maybe once a day for 30 days, you'd be very surprised at how much you're able to improve your ability here. So if you've ever heard somebody or even yourself say, I have really bad balance, let's practice it. Let's change that. Like I said in the video yesterday, body is very moldable or remoldable maybe in this situation. So let's give it a shot. Got some stuff behind me here. Let's talk balance. So the very first drill, and one that's probably going to be appropriate for a lot of folks, is literally just standing on one foot. So I'm standing on a yoga mat here, and that kind of presents a little bit of like a different texture than like a very hard floor. You pick the surface, and the idea is you're just going to spend the entire minute balancing on one foot. And what I want you to think about on all these is pay attention to all the little micro adjustments going on through your ankle and through your foot, maybe even your knee and your hip, and also pay attention to where the fatigue starts to set in. When you think balance, you probably think mostly, in the foot itself, but it's really a very full system or systemic challenge here, and it's kind of cool to appreciate exactly what's going on. So feel it out, feel the adjustments, and start to appreciate all the little intricacies that go into this. So that's version number 1. Version number 2, I'll switch feet, is the same idea, but you're just going to close your eyes. So taking the visual cues out of the equation changes the challenge significantly. We've done this quite a bit in the past. If you've been with us for a while, you've been exposed to this. But the idea, again, make sure you have a safe environment around you in case you do something like that. And go for it. Like, try to save these bounces. Don't get caught up in having to be perfect. Like, allow the knee to bend a little bit. Really try and go all in as if that full minute unbroken, is some sort of gold star that we can get there. But as long as you're not going to fall into anything, trust yourself to really maybe try and save it by maybe lightly tapping the ground or contorting your body to try and save the balance there. But again, version number 1, eyes open. Version number 2, eyes closed. And you can use that open-closed idea for any number of these drills. They just won't be ones that we talk about for today. But like most skills that we play with, there's lots more variations and ways that you can increase the challenge. Third one, let's say single leg balance on the floor, eyes closed, eyes open. They're both very manageable for you. We're going to find a parallel. So the idea here is we have a little pipe, maybe it's got like 1.5 inches diameter. We're going to try and balance on this. So the surface that we're actually touching with our foot is a different shape. The actual connection area is smaller. So you're going to feel a lot of the side to side in the ankle now and the knees. The feet can kind of like grab around this shape, and it's just like a different dynamic altogether. You also get to drop your toe down and almost use your leg as like a tail. Like if you can imagine a monkey crawling across a tree branch, that tail that's able to drop down provides a lot of balance, and you can kind of tap into something similar there. But that's version number 3. And then version number 4, I want you to find a yoga mat, and then we're going to get one of these free-rolling pipes. Like I said, only go for this version if you're very confident in everything else already. but we're going to stand on this, and it has the ability to roll side to side. So the chance of you rolling off or having a different kind of spill is much higher, but that's kind of the idea. Like I said, only approach this if you've had some time and exposure with all the other ones and you feel very confident. But we're going to stand on this, and we're going to try to control the dynamic nature of that pipe underneath you, and you can feel all the little micro adjustments. Again, all this does is change how and where the body is being stressed in a way that takes you off balance. As you expose yourself to these different challenges, your body is going to respond by adapting to them, by building strength, developing new neurological patterns, and a whole bunch of awesome magic that we don't even have to fully dive into to appreciate. It's cool just to see something that felt almost impossible at once start to become accessible just through some practice. So 4 variations to explore during the drills and then into the workout tomorrow. Find one that keeps you most of the time, making it, let's say, at least to 45 seconds, if not the entire minute. But if you find that you're consistently able to get the full minute, let's move to the next variation and just be okay with some earlier fails as you up the challenge. Enjoy it.